Welcome, welcome, one and all. This is Mr. Christopher with Funkatopia, and today we're going to do the unboxing of the one and only. I guess I can move this light maybe just a little bit closer, but we're going to do the unboxing of the Diamonds and Pearls Super Deluxe box set. And this is kind of one of those things where, if you read the reviews on this stuff, it's pretty well received. A lot of people are very, very happy with the release of this, and it seems it's all warranted for sure. It is a long far cry from the Diamonds and Pearls CD that we had from many, many years ago with a really, really cool, I was wondering if they were going to incorporate any of this, some of this hologram technology into this, and I don't think that they are, but that was then, this is now. So let's get into it, shall we? All right, I'm going to try to be as careful as I possibly can unboxing this because, I don't want to make it. So first thing I can say is that I kind of think they did this with Sign of the Times too. I kind of feel like the extra steps that they do or the extra things that they do in order to make the box match the design, I think is a pretty nice touch, but it's all pretty cool. Now, this is actually pretty neat. I'm going to turn this around, I guess. I guess I had a 50-50 shot at getting this right, but it is what it is. But that is really, really cool, too, that when you open up the box, this is a shipping box that it comes in. Literally, that's the shipping label that's on the back. So, to open this up and, wow, it's just flat out. That's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. I would say this is a nice touch because I know that it costs them extra money to do this because they could just go with a regular box. And I don't know how much they save by just doing a regular standard box, but maybe a couple of bucks per box or whatever. But I think this is a nice touch. So, you got that. So you open it up, and of course you got Prince of the New Power Generation on the other side, which I think is really, really cool. And then when you open it up, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Prince of the New Power Generation Diamonds and Pearls box set. So we're going to take this out and put this box to the side. Again, nice touch. Shout out to the estate for a very, very cool, This particular one that we have here is, as it says, it's a super deluxe edition that has 7 CDs, Blu-ray. First CD, obviously, the CD is Diamonds and Pearls, the remastering for the very, very first time. Then in the second CD, you have single mixes and edits that are also remastered. And CDs 3, 4, and 5 actually have 33 tracks totaling 180 minutes of previously unreleased music from Prince's vault. CD 6 and 7 are previously unreleased, the show from Live at Glam Slam from 1992. And then you also have a Blu-ray that actually is the video of that Glam Slam show of 1992 and the Special Olympics sound check and performance from 1991, all previously unreleased. Plus, you get the Diamonds and Pearls video collection, which is very, very cool because the Diamonds and Pearls video collection that was primarily shot by Scott McCullough. There was a couple videos in there that were not, but he's actually been on the show. And if you ever get an opportunity, you please make sure that you go and check out that show because it covers Scott talking a lot about some of those videos that, Violet the Organ Grinder and some of the house style mixes and stuff like that, and Get Off. And it's just one of those shows where you kind of get a lot of insight into everything that goes into making some of these videos. Additionally, in here, you also get a 120-page book. It's a 12-inch hardback book, and it's just rare and unseen photos that were taken by Randy St. Nicholas. And, of course, you got some liner notes by Chuck D, Jason Draper, Andrea Spencer, and Dwayne Tudall, our good friend Dwayne Tudall. But, man, this is really, really cool. I like the effect. You probably can't tell, but this is actually raised. Maybe we'll try to get some type of angle, but this is actually raised right here. So it actually has, it's actually really, really nice. This whole is this is what it is. Now, obviously, If you look at the sides, it's all solid on all the sides, with exception to that right there, which is where we're going to pull everything out. So I'm going to try to do this as delicately as possible, and I'm going to pull it out because I want to try to keep the. Now this is very, very similar to what they did for Sign of the Times also, where everything that's in here is listed on the back, and this is actually an insert. So if I took this out, I can take me the finger, you guys. Yeah, I can. Yeah, if I take this out, it will just simply just slide out, and it's got a lot of, it's just cool to have. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm just going to just make a slit along the side in order to pull the stuff out and leave all this intact. I don't want to take this insert out because, again, I want to try to make sure that everything is in there. But you actually do get a really, really cool track listing of everything that's on there. You can see all the songs that are on this collection, and man, I'm looking forward to getting into this. So let's do it, shall we? I'm gonna break out my little trusty knife. I'm gonna cut as delicately as possible to make sure that we don't do anything that is going to damage anything, and that's going to be the trick, right? And I know there's been some other unboxing videos out there, and I appreciate it if you taking the time to watch this one right here. If you are new to Funkatopia, man, we have had a very, very busy month this month. And so if you're just tuning in for this unboxing, please make sure that if you're watching this via YouTube, click on the follow button, subscribe button. Just subscribe to us on YouTube because we do a lot of great shows. I mean, just this month alone, we had interviews with Macy Gray, Tony M from the New Power Generation, Scott McCullough from the New Power Generation. Maite was on the show. Kirk Johnson was on the show. So we've had a very, very busy October, just October alone. So there's that. Okay, so that is the box. I'm pulling it out, and just so I can kind of show you, I am going to slide this insert out a little bit so that you can kind of see that it's basically an extension of the front cover where it is. So I'm going to slide this back in. So kind of keep this as neat as possible. I'm going to say when they do these, lately, these past two, I want to say, the Purple Rain one that they did was, I think they could have made a little bit of improvements with it because of the fact that it's such an iconic record. And from what I understand, there is going to be yet another edition that is going to be coming out next year to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Purple Rain, which is crazy that it's been 40 years. But next year will be the 40th anniversary of that. And also, which is very, very cool too, it's also the 20th anniversary of Funkatopia next year. So that's very, very cool. You got to check that out. That's pretty neat. It is, that's the box, and everything slides out. So let's move that to the side. All right. I'm not exactly sure where you would prefer to start, but I guess we can start with the CD since we're not going to be listening to those at this time. I am considering possibly doing a watch party on Facebook. So maybe we'll do a watch party and sit down with the Blu-ray and just everybody just watch together. This is really cool. And the other thing I can say is that definitely I would still consider moving to getting this through Amazon, because every now and then they do a lot of discounts. They seem to be haphazard as far as the discounts are concerned, but you can get discounts. And of course, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get 2-day shipping on all your stuff. So free 2-day shipping. But I will say that the print store is also doing free shipping occasionally, I think for the rest of this month, but just I don't know. Anyways, just if you want to check that out, Amazon.com. I'm sorry, Funkatopia.com, Funkatopia.com/DP for Diamonds and Pearls. So Funkatopia.com/DP in order to go directly to Amazon. Obviously, there's an affiliate link there, but that's how we kind of pay for all this fun stuff. So anyways, this is the CD, Prince and the New Power Generation, Diamonds and Pearls, and this is the this is the actual. It's very kind of thin. It's not huge. It's very, very thin. But this is what's on the front, which is a very, very nice colored photo. You can't. I want to make sure that you can kind of capture some of that color because it's not just all purple. It's actually kind of, his skin tones are actually in there as well. I'm trying to get as close as possible so that you can kind of see his skin tone. But on the back side of this, again, just a continuation of the Diamonds and Pearls artwork. And you open it up, and you've got quite a bit of stuff here. We obviously have all the CDs from CD1, which is the which we'll start here. Let's start here. Why not? This is the CD1, which is actually the remastering of Diamonds and Pearls. I'm assuming that's CD1. Yes, it is. It actually has the listings on the background of the track listings for Diamonds and Pearls, which is actually kind of nice. And so everything is essentially the same. And if you pull it out, they actually did stick with the same artwork on there as well. They stuck with the same artwork where it's got the diamonds. And of course, it's got that sub, it's kind of, can't remember what they referred to that printing as, but when you have that shiny, it's kind of really nice. So that's the insert of that. That is the remastered one from there. That's the remastered version of Diamonds and Pearls. That's CD1. And I like that they actually had some pockets. That was the other thing too. I think the other one, if I remember correctly, the other one did not have, I don't remember. There was one that did not have it. And obviously you have a poster here. I'm going to save that for afterwards. But all right, so we have CD2, which is the single mixes and edits. That is that one there, single mixes and edits. And it has that's the design that it has on it there. And of course, it's got the listing of everything that is on there, which is Get Off, the damn near 10-minute version, Get Off House Style, Violet, the Organ Grinder, Gangsta Glam, Horny Pony, Cream, MPG Mix, Things Have Got to Change, the Tony M Rap, Do Your Dance, Casey's Remix, Insatiable Edit, Diamonds and Pearls Edit, Money Don't Matter Tonight Edit, Call the Law, Willing and Able Edit, Willing and Able the video version, and Thunder DJ Fade. And if you pull that out, the artwork that is on that CD is the exact, well, not the exact same. I think the design may be a little bit different, but it's still that same, type of printing where it's, it's shiny on some parts, just on the diamond parts. So there's that. All right. There's that one. You got to slide that into place. Chip-how. All right, let's move on to the Vault 1. Now, all these, I'm going to move this off to the side. Don't worry, it's coming back. Vault 1, Vault 2, and Vault 3, all these actually have the same exact, well, no, I'll take that back. 1 and 2 actually have the same artwork here. Vault 1 and 2, you can actually see there's, it looks like there's difference in artwork, but it's really, really not. Where if you pull out CD3, that is definitely different. That's a little bit different of a shot. His head is more turned, and there's more color in that particular one. And this is actually Vault 3. So there's no, and of course on the back, it's just all, it's the same artwork on all of them. So that's kind of neat. So let me see. I'm going to just pull these out. This is kind of out of order. Yep. This is I had anticipated. I would put all these out, but again, all of them have that same exact printing on it, where it just has the pearls or whatever on it. So that is Vault 1, and Vault 1 has. I've not listened to this yet, but we've had actually discussions about this. But this is the Vault 1 disc, and this one has Schoolyard, My Tender Heart, Pain, Streetwalker, Lorianne, Dark Side, Insatiable Early Mix, it's the full version, Glam Slam 91, Live for Love, early version, Cream, Take 2, Skip to My You, My Darling, and Diamonds and Pearls, the long version, which if you listen to Diamonds and Pearls, the long version, we've actually kind of started putting some of this stuff on rotation on the Funked Up app. Have not downloaded the Funked Up app, do it. We have 2 radio stations that you can listen to on the Funked Up app, both available for Android and iOS. And they're both ASCAP licensed, so we do things legally and whatnot, but that is Vault 1. Some of those are already on rotation on the radio show. So there's 2 stations. There's Uptown Radio and there's Funked Up. And Funked Up is 24/7 funk, all the stuff that you love. Earth, Wind and Fire, George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic, Ohio Players, and of course, lots of Prince proteges and all that. So, all right, we move on to, we're going to put, we put Vault 1 back in there. Vault 2, this is Vault 2 disc. Again, I don't need to pull out the CD because it's the same looking CD. This one actually has Daddy Pop, the 12-inch version, Martika's Kitchen, Spirit, Open Book, Work That Fat, Horny Pony version 2, Something Funky, This House Comes, the band version, Hold Me, Blood on the Sheets, The Last Dance, subtitled Bang Pow Zoom and the Whole Nine, and Don't Say You Love Me. Some of these songs you may actually note from Rosie Gaines' album, Martika. Some of these are just Prince's version of the songs that he gave, and he would always give them whenever he gave an artist a song, whether it be the Bangles, Manic Monday, or Martika, or anybody, he would always do his own version to kind of give them a vocal guide. And those went into the vault. And of course, whatever artist that he handed to would simply just record them. And that's the only version that you would hear. That changes today. And of course, then we have Vault number 3. Vault number 3 has Get Blue, Tip of My Tongue, The Voice, Trouble, Alice Through the Looking Glass, Standing at the Altar, Hey You, Letter for Miles, I Pledge Allegiance to Your Love, and Thunder Ballet, which is a version of the song Thunder that was done for the Joffrey Ballet, which was performed. There's been some people that said they've seen the performance, so that's actually pretty cool. I did not, but that is very cool that that's on there. So we had the opportunity to be able to be blessed enough to see that. That's awesome. Congrats. And then, of course, the final 2 discs that are in here, which are this one right here, live. This is the audio of Live at the Glam Slam. Let's see if this one is different. It's not. The design on this one is also the same, where it is just that same, the same layout that I've already been showing you on all the CDs. So all the CDs are pretty much the same. The Blu-ray may be different. We will take a look either way. But this is Live at the Glam Slam 92. This is the audio version of this, which is an amazing show, just so we're really clear, which is Thunder, Daddy Pop, Diamonds and Pearls, Willing and Able, Jughead, The Sacrifice of Victor, Nothing Compares to You, Thieves in the Temple, Sexy MF, Insatiable, and then a little bit of a bunch of songs put together, Cream, Well Done, and I Want You, and In the Socket, which is a little bit of medley. Then you have another medley of 1999, Baby I'm a Star, and Push. And then it also closes with Get Off and Get Off House Style. If you made it to the celebration a couple of years ago, and I don't know when you're watching this, but a couple of years ago, being 2021, you got an opportunity to actually see this concert live, not live, but you got to see the video. It seems like it was an edited version of the video, but you got to see this video, and MPG was actually on stage doing the full band scenario. So you got to see everything, which is pretty freaking awesome. And lastly, of course, is the Diamonds and Pearls, what's lastly as far as this part is concerned, is the Live at Glam Slam Disc 2, which is the Blu-ray version of this. And what's interesting about the Blu-ray version of this is that it's obviously the same exact listing of the Live at the Glam Slam audio that I showed you, but it's the video of it, which is very, very cool. So you get to actually see all of those things. So that's really, really cool. Also on this Blu-ray, oh, we forgot to take a look. Nope, it's the same. I was wondering if the Blu-ray would be a little bit different. I was wondering if the Blu-ray was going to be a little bit different. It's not. Um, so there's that. There's not going to be anything different on there, but you get to see everything that I just showed you live with NPG at Glam Slam in Minneapolis. Plus, on top of that, there's also the Special Olympics from the Metrodome in Minneapolis, sound check, which includes "Let's Go Crazy," "Baby I'm a Star," and "Push," "Diamonds and Pearls," and then they do the medley again, the "Let's Go Crazy," "Diamonds and Pearls," and sorry, "Let's Go Crazy," "Baby I'm a Star," and "Push." So you actually have that on this Blu-ray as well. And then, of course, also on here is the Diamonds and Pearls video collection. So this particular one is jam-packed. This one is jam-packed with a bunch of stuff. So it actually has quite a bit going on. So that's really, really cool. Because actually, I take that back. This is not the Blu-ray. This is actually disc 2 of the audio of this. So my apologies. The Blu-ray is actually in the book. We're gonna get to that in a second. So that is the two. Those are the disc, and it's all in a nice packaging here in this beautiful piece. So we will actually move this to the side. Now, you obviously saw that I moved the poster to the side, but this is a poster that on the back side has a picture of NPG. Sans Prince, but it's got a picture of NPG. It's Tommy Barbarella, Rosie Gaines. Man, it's just everybody. It's literally Damon D, Tony M. I mean, it's got everybody. And on top of that, it actually has lyrics to all the music as well. And on the flip side, I'm not going to hang this up, but because I want to leave it in here. But on the flip side, you actually have this poster, which is the cover, and it's I think I'm a little disappointed about is that you can also see from an auction standpoint. I mean, even right out of the gate, you can see that crease. You can see that crease in the poster. So even if I flatten this out, that crease is kind of still got a little wear on it, and that you just saw. I just opened the box, so it's just the reality of what this is. So that is inside of this beautiful CD package. So we can put this back in here. Make sure it doesn't get any further damage. There's that. Which brings us to the book, the piece de resistance that a lot of people are really looking forward to more than anything else. And this is the Diamonds and Pearls book. Now, as I mentioned, we'll fast forward to the end. And the back side of this book here is the Diamonds and Pearls Blu-ray. This is the one that has the Glam Slam show. As the same CD. No, it's actually the reverse of the CD. So it's actually got silver and black as opposed to black on silver. This is actually black on silver, and the other one is silver on black. So it's a little bit reverse of this, but you have the Live at Glam Slam 1992, like it says on there. Plus you also have the Special Olympics performance from the Metrodome in Minneapolis, and you have the Diamonds and Pearls video collection. All that is on this Blu-ray DVD that's in the back of this. And as far, I already read you the track list when I was erroneously holding the audio disc in my hand and saying that was where the Blu-ray was. This is the Blu-ray here. And the Diamonds and Pearls video collection includes videos that are Introduction, Thunder, the live version, Get Off, Cream, Diamonds and Pearls, Dr. Feelgood, Call to Law, Willing and Able, Jughead, Live, Insatiable, Stolen, Money Don't Matter Tonight, and Live for Love, Live. That's all on here. This is all one big slamming Blu-ray DVD. So, or not just Blu-ray. So we're trying to have a little bit of a watch party. I don't know what the legalities of that are, so you just got to be careful with that kind of stuff. So that's what we'll do. So let's go back, shall we? And let's take a look at this book. Really, really cool. You can obviously see the printing, the way that the printing is done here. I'm trying to kind of catch this lettering, but I think you see it. But in really light letters, it says Prince and the Revolution. I'm sorry, Prince, not the Revolution. Prince and the New Power Generation, Diamonds and Pearls. And it's done with the lettering is on here is really, really faint, which is very, very cool. You can, but there you go. That's a good view of it. That is not cheap to do. So I love the fact that they did not chintz on the printing of this. It's a fantastic looking book, but we can open it together and take a look inside, shall we? Let's take a look page by page. This actually talks about Prince, the new power generation, Diamonds and Pearls, and everything that's going to be in the book. It is a 120-page book. I think they actually count these too, but there's a very first thing is I'm trying to move this closer here, make sure that you can kind of see everything with the sliding. But first is an intro by Chuck D. Then after that, you have some pretty amazing pictures as we kind of go through and look at some of these pictures that are in here. And I'm not really going to spend too much time kind of going through too many of the photos, just because of the fact that I want you guys to be able to buy it. But, you know, to actually have this in your hand, it is pretty. And I did see, you know, here's the other thing too, is that I saw there was a lot of commentary about, man, that box set is really expensive. Okay, did you see how many CDs are in this package and how much unreleased material is in this package, plus a Blu-ray, plus a tabletop coffee book here, 120-page copy, high quality pages too, not just chintzy pages. But these are all photos Randy St. Nicholas has taken. I think most of these are just hers. But it's just a lot of really cool photography. Then just lots of articles and lots of stuff to read. And there's so much here. It's kind of a little bit of a story. Most likely this, when it gets this detailed, I think you're looking at stuff from Dwayne Tudall, because he's very well versed in this. So I'm not sure who wrote this particular lineup, but it kind of talks about MPG and the band that he put together and everything that was going on. This is a lot of reading right here. Oh, it's actually Andrea Svensson. That's person number 2 that has quite a bit of knowledge of Prince's background. But yeah, Andrea Svensson, who's been in Minneapolis since, gosh, she's been there forever. She's got an amazing book that you can actually get that we talked about. I can't remember the exact name of it. It's something happening here. I can't remember the name of the book. I actually have it in the office. I'll talk about it at some point, just to make up for not remembering the full title of it here. But yeah, there's so much cool stuff in here. Lots of great photos of Prince. I mean, just lots of great photos of Prince. I love the fact that there's actually negative texts on the side here. It's just so much here. This was actually when he made these 12-inch promos that he actually did all the artwork for this. I think I've showed this on the show before, but he did a 12-inch promo that he sent, and because once he did the promo, it just took off. Everybody loved this song, and so that's the reason why it's got a second life on Diamonds and Pearls. But yeah, there's a lot here. There's a lot here. Oh, and just to be clear, this is the picture of the long box of Diamonds and Pearls. Just to be clear, there will be an album chat that will be done on the Vault CDs that are included in this mix. Maybe not the 12-inch remixes and stuff like that, but there will be an album chat done on the songs that are not on. Like, I'm not going to do a album chat to talk about the remixes of Get Off. It's interesting and stuff, but I think most of the people want to kind of hear the stories behind some of the songs that are on there, like Lorianne and Blood on the Sheets and stuff like that. So there will be an album chat coming for the Super Deluxe. Get ready, it's coming. I'm going to make sure that it kind of gets done before the end of the year. Jason Draper, this is all that text that you've been reading, but that is this here. Lots of different negatives and whatnot on this. More photos, which is very cool. Some of this stuff is just unreal. This is the section from Dwayne Tudall. Obviously, I can only have to look. Oh, there it is, right there. It says it. Because whenever it has all of these tapes and identifying Mark's on here. He does this quite a lot in his books because he only deals in factual information. He has to see it printed. He has to see it, hear an audio of somebody actually saying it. But yeah, this is really, really cool to kind of show, this was recorded. This is Horny Pony version 2. It's recorded on January 29th, 1991. Here's Blood on the Sheets, Blood on the Sheets, take 2, and a jam reel from January 13th of 1991. Blood on the Sheets, take 2. Wonder why we didn't get that. That's kind of interesting. Prince, there's The Voice and Prince vocal only. That would have been great to hear. April 26, 1991. Hey You with Prince on vocals. This is pretty amazing stuff. And of course, you got pictures of some lyric sheets. This is the lyric sheet for Daddy Pop. Sorry, I'm trying to move this closer. This is the lyric sheet for Daddy Pop, which is very, very cool. And of course, it talks about the individual album tracks that are on here too, which is very cool. More lyric sheets, more stuff from that are actually on the, when they had the reel-to-reels, those were really, really big reels that they would record on. And these are the labels that would be on the front of those reels, just so you could kind of label what's actually on them. And hey, notice that Get Off is only 1 T, and when he originally recorded, and leave it to Prince to kind of add some things. More lyric stuff, more Paisley Park Studio sheets. I mean, this is all good stuff. This is the stuff that people really, really love to see. Because dude was just recording like nonstop. But this is all Dwayne Tudor stuff for sure. I love all the history of some of the stuff that's going on here. This one actually got specifics about who is on what track. The kick and snare and the hat and the tom. It's like actually got and the actual cassettes for Love and stuff. Very, very cool. This is what a reel-to-reel looks like, actually. That's this should do it old school. That's the old school recording tapes. But yeah, more stuff, more lyric sheets. Man, there's a lot to read in here. There's so much to read, so much history on all these songs and all these. Man, there's just so much here. Just a lot of really cool stuff. A lot of great photos. That's obviously about the organ grinder stuff. Well, they're not in makeup, but so much stuff here. Oh my gosh. Lots of clips, mostly taken from either photographs from the video shoots that they did that Scott McCullough was actually doing. There's so much here. Man, there's so much here. A lot of photos, a lot of reading. So you're definitely getting an amazing collection here. This is a write-up from Kenisa Williams that's on here. There's more write-up from Dwayne Tudor about the Glam Slam 92 show, which I'm actually kind of a little bit surprised that Scott McCullough wasn't involved in, doing some type of background on this, because he could have given a lot of insight, and he did. So if you want to go to Funkatopia Live, just go to youtube.com/Funkatopia, FUNKATOPIA, and click on the live tab. When we had Scott McCullough on the show, he would tell you everything about what was going on that day, and the recording, and how he, everything that he had to go through when recording this show. And it's a pretty amazing recording of the show. So hats off to Scott McCullough. I don't know if he's mentioned in this text, but I kind of hope he is, because he definitely deserves to be, because this is all the stuff from the Glam Slam show. And then of course he's got some stuff here from the Special Olympics, more verbiage from Dwayne Tudor, all the Special Olympics cuts, guess some tickets and passes and whatnot. More photography here, which is just as awesome. And then D'Angela Duff, it's got a bunch of stuff on here as well. More photos. And then, of course, it's talking about all the credits of everybody that was involved in the album. pretty much gives, this is the insert that would typically be inside of the normal CD, which we showed earlier. I don't know if it matches up, but this is the original. And I'm sure if I open this up, it would match what's written here, but who knows. And then, of course, all the vault tracks kind of gives you a listing of everything that goes on those CDs, from the singles, the single mixes and edits, the vault tracks, and the live stuff here, listings along with more photography telling you what's on the Blu-ray and the track listings on the Blu-ray. And then, of course, the closing page. And then the Blu-ray itself that we talked about at the very, very beginning. Man, there it is. The actual book, which is a pretty amazing book. That's a very, very beautiful book. So I'm just going to slide that back in. And I would love to have a little bit of a watch party. I don't know what the legalities of that would be, but a watch party would be awesome. I know that if you had the opportunity to be able to go to Paisley Park during that Friday launch date, that was pretty cool because they actually showed the Blu-ray there, and you actually got to hear it on Paisley Park's sound system, and it was just a huge dance party, and everybody was having a great time. So, man, this right here, I have to say, props to the estate for putting this together. I know that there are more coming. If I remember correctly, Londell McMillan had mentioned that they are also focusing on the anniversary of Rosie Gaines' album and Shaka Khan's album that are both going to possibly see releases. So that all being said, there it is, the unboxing of the Diamonds and Pearls Super Deluxe Edition set. So this is really exciting. This is really cool stuff. I hope that you pick it up. If you do want to pick it up, I would highly suggest you can go to the store, as long as it's store.prince.com, as long as they still got free shipping. If they don't have free shipping, you can save yourself a little bit of money by going to Amazon. You're not taking any money out of their pocket. They're going to get paid either way, no matter where you buy it. They might get paid a little bit more if you go to Prince store, but if you already pay for an Amazon subscription on Amazon Prime, you're going to get that anyway. So you're going to get that second day shipping for free. You can get that at funkatopia.com/DP. That's funkatopia.com/DP for Diamonds and Pearls, obviously, but I didn't want to make you type all that out. So there it is, the unboxing of Prince and the new Power Generation Diamonds and Pearls Super Deluxe box set. 7 CDs and a Blu-ray. It's all in here. Plus, you got that amazing book. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And man, what an amazing collection. Gotta love this. Well, I'm going to tune out for right now, but stay tuned. We got more coming. The album chat for this box set is going to be coming. And we're going to discuss quite a bit more about some of these lost vault tracks. And of course, if you want to listen to some of the vault tracks, well, you can purchase the box set and listen, or if you want to, download the Funked Up app. Again, on iOS and Android, just search for Funkatopia on iOS or on Android. They are both ASCAP licensed radio stations, so we make sure that we do our stuff legally. And yeah, there it is, the box set. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you later, guys.